Yeah. What's going on? It's your boy JG, aka Cutter. It's been about a year since I did a podcast. You know what I'm saying? I finally decided to, you know, get up off it and, do what I gotta do. So I don't got like no topic offhand. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get everything together. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not because I'm having issues with my microphone. Not issues with my microphone. Somebody just misplaced my cord. I think I have an idea, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? So, hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, and I hope everybody have a Happy New Year. You know, and it's not really, in my opinion, it's not really what the society says the holidays is for. In my opinion, we just celebrate the holidays just to have an excuse for us to get together for good food, family, friends, and fun. You know what I'm saying? And it has nothing to do with a religious standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I would never try to force anybody to, you know, take heed to what I believe in or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but yeah, it's been a minute, man. I can't wait to, what I'm saying, get into some topics and get into some guests. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. It's a whole lot of stuff going on, man. I don't know why, guys, man. When you get that opportunity to get yourself and your loved ones out of the situation that they're in, you still want to be back in that situation. And then when that hammer fall, now you want to tell on somebody. That's great. And I'm not saying like a person could look at it from a perspective like, oh, I gotta look out for me. But from the perspective that I'm coming from, that I have, is if you made that bid, you lined it. You know what I'm saying? You made that bid, you lined it. But that's neither here nor there because I ain't doing none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I ain't coming from that stuff, but I ain't doing none of that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting myself in no situation. I'm not telling on nobody. None of that stuff, man. I was just looking at the YSL little situation, man, and they got 8 people that made statements, and they're willing to testify if need be. If you need them to testify, they're willing to testify at trial. You was running around, gunning motherfuckers down, all types of shit, selling drugs, whatever y'all was doing. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But this is only what they're telling us. And I'm like, you can't squeal now. You know what I'm saying? You can't squeal now. If you make that bed, you gotta line it, man. You should know what you're getting yourself into before you get yourself into it. I'm trying to get this camera right. This is the first time I've actually utilized it. I don't know if y'all can hear me because my mic, whatever. We're gonna see, you know. But anybody got something they want to talk about, you don't lie, holler at me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 100, keep it a buck with you. But you gotta also understand that when I say I'm keeping it a buck, I'm keeping it a buck from my perspective. You know what I'm saying? From your perspective, it might not be keeping it a buck. People don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? I just got me what's that? Just got me a new what's the name? I ain't gonna be smoking no blunt. It's just smoking with JG. And this thing's a hitter. Woo! Yes, but yeah, if you tuning in, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Push a like, subscribe. Like it don't cost. I'm not asking you to come out your pockets or anything. You know what I'm saying? That's why I go to work for. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It don't cost you nothing, man. Just hit that motherfucking button. Hit a like, subscribe, share it with somebody. It's gonna be a lot of hot topics going on. You know what I'm saying? I got some new music. You know what I'm saying? And in order for you to hear that new music, you're gonna have to tune in. You know what I'm saying? I know I look kind of rough right now. I just got off work. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, I just wanted to get back into the groove of things because I ain't been on here in a minute. You know, but I don't know. I see no ain't nobody online. Ain't nobody got no questions, no nothing. Okay, understood, understood, understood. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's all too good. Ah man, somebody asked me today. There's like, how was your Christmas? Did you get any good gifts? I said I didn't get no gift. My gift was watching my grandbaby smile. You know what I'm saying? That's my gift. Not to let on what my age is, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get this stuff together. I'm gonna get it right, and you know, you know. Uh, get ready. Get into this right here. You did. If you know, you know. Oh man, I'm probably have to go make me something to eat after this. I know I'm gonna have money. It's hot as hell down here. I turned my heat off, but yeah, look, I ain't got the studio fully set up, but you know, get the monitors. I got to get one of them fixed. I bought them and somebody broke it, but it's not broke where it can't be fixed. But that's my monitors. You know what I'm saying? It's the mic right there. You know what I'm saying? We spin around. I'm gonna have to get me some eggshells to put on these walls so it can hold the sound in. You know, I don't know if I want to put too much of this in there. But just take me a blast. I got good sticky, icky. Like I really don't got no viewers. That's crazy. It's alright. That's all good. I ain't gonna let y'all ain't know. I ain't even know I was gonna be on here. So y'all, how could y'all know? You know what I'm saying? But let's get to it. Ooh, not to be tribal. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now I'm hungry. But I think I got a topic I want to expound on. I want to expound on, fake love versus real hate. And that, in my opinion, is a lot. It's a lot like racism in the North versus racism in the South. Because I know, like, and from my experience, if they're racist towards you, you will know it. They're not going to front their hand or nothing like that, have their face. You know what I'm saying? They're going to let you know. Up here, they'd be like, oh, that's, boom. Then when two you turn your back, you don't make that fucking nigger. You know what I'm saying? Or they would hit us in the court system. But I'm pretty sure they do that everywhere. Hit us in the court system a lot harder than they would Lil Johnny. Lil Johnny done killed three people. And, oh, he made a mistake. And, you know what I'm saying? But if you from the hood, if you know what I'm saying, been in them type of situations, man, I'm pretty sure you understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? But here they gonna ring your motherfucking bell. God damn. You gonna be like, God damn. How they get this man? But they get that's what made me stop bending over for them folks because they can't fuck us if you'll bend over for them to fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I cut that shit short. It took me a long time, but I cut that shit short. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for no bologna sandwiches. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm making it in my own kitchen. I ain't got time for none of that shit. But people will love you in your face. That's where the fake love comes from. People will love you in your face. But then when you're not around or they're no longer around you, then they hate you. You know what I'm saying? It could be because you have something to offer them, or I don't know. I don't understand that, man. Like I always been the type that if I rock with you, I rock with you. That's why I was able to move around. How I was able to move around. You know what I'm saying, in my city, and I didn't just move around in my city like that. You know what I'm saying? I moved everywhere I go because people know I'm genuine. You know what I'm saying? They know I'm genuine, but they also know I ain't for the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? But they know I'm genuine. Um, that's why I was able to move around. I was able to move, man. And it's crazy to me because I was like, man, I was young as hell, just moving like that. You know what I'm saying? But I had some good teachers. You know, I had some good teachers.
You want one?
Huh?
You want one?
What?
Cigarette.
Oh, you went to the store next to shit. I wish I had some change. I would ask you to go just a blunt. But don't worry, but I don't know what my blunts are.
That's all you want?
I got a couple.
I thought you had it.
Yeah, I got a couple left. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go into story time. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. There's so many. I have so many stories because I've had so many different experiences in so many different cities. That is crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, when I look back on it, I be like, damn, I was young as hell moving like that. Oh, shit. But I had, like I said, I had some good teachers, man. Well, I ain't gonna say good teachers. They taught me how to move in them streets. You know what I'm saying? At a young age, and and I carried that everywhere I went. I would tell y'all. I would tell y'all how I first got into the drug game. I don't sell drugs. I haven't sold drugs in about 20 years. I don't sell drugs, but I got involved in it, and I was probably about 11. I wasn't actually moving anything. I was just helping package it up and stuff like that. And like at the time, like I knew like all the people that was doing it was in like my parents' generation. You know what I'm saying? That was selling it or using it. You know what I'm saying? I never seen no little kid. You know what I'm saying? I never seen no little kid moving work, getting big money. So I had moved out, and like a lot of people don't know this, but Cleveland, Ohio, had the gang banging and the crack epidemic hit before it hit here in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there was gangs, but it was only like two major gangs. But anyway, back to the story. We I was in school and we had moved down to Cleveland. I was 13 at this time. And this dude that was in my homeroom class would come in. I ain't gonna say no names, but he would come in homeroom with wads and wads of cash, and I'm like, where you get all that money from? He's like, I'm a drug dealer. I said, no, you ain't, because I ain't never seen no kid drug dealer before. You know what I'm saying? So we wound up moving. Probably like a year later, we wound up moving. No, not even a year later. Like probably like 6 months later, we wound up moving. But I moved on the same street that he lived on. But it was like our house, somebody else's house, and then it was their house. You know what I'm saying? And the block was like we had to go all the way up the block, and then the street changed. Once you hit the corner, the street changed, and then from that corner on, nothing but drug pushing, everything, nothing but money making. It was crazy. It was like a whole new world to me because even though like I had, mixed and cut some things, I never was like out in the field. You know what I'm saying? So it fucked me up at first, and then I went up there a couple of days with my man so he could show me the layout and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And how it was going down there. So then he fronted me, you know what I'm saying? He fronted me at 16th. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. And I turned that fit. Well, what I used to do, you know what I'm saying? Because I got real tight with one of my guys down there, and we was doing the same thing. Didn't really hang with my cousins and them because they was in the gang banging and stuff. I wanted to get the money. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get to that cheese. So me and him got real tight, and we was doing the same thing. So one day we had went because we was buying they call them chop chops. We was buying chop chops. Spend 50, make 80 to 100. You know what I'm saying? And we would make $200 a piece. Go to the mall, spend 150, come back, get another chop chop, and do it all. We used to do that every fucking day. So then one time we went to go grab some work, And the motherfucker that served me, what I served us, was somebody I was in high school with. And I'm like, hold up, fuck. Now we're young as hell, we're kids, for real. I was like, what the? And then I told my man, I said, man, we need just to start stacking our money, stacking our money, stacking our money. So we did that. We got up to a quarter of people. He got his quarter, I got my quarter. Then we get rid of that. He got his half, I got my half. We get rid of that. I get my half and a quarter, he get his half and a quarter. Get rid of that. Now we in the big leagues. We think, cause mind you, we're 13. We think we in big leagues now. You know what I'm saying? So we get our own ounce. And at the time, I had moved with my auntie, and may she rest in peace. I had moved with my auntie, and he actually lived across the street from mine. That's why I know. And I had to wait till my auntie went to work before I can chop my onion up. You know what I'm saying? But he went over to his crib, he chopped his up, and then he came back over, but while my aunt was still there. And I was like, I gotta wait till my aunt leave, you know what I'm saying, before I chop this shit up. Boom, boom, boom. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna go up on the block. But he had the whole ounce in a pill bottle. He put it in the pill bottle. He went soon as he no sooner than he went up the block, task force hit. He threw the pill bottle up on the roof, but it was a slanted roof. So the shit slid right back down to it. Got him. I never seen him again. I don't know how much time he did, but I've never seen him again. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. But I chopped mines up and I made between $1,700 and $1,800 off of that ounce. It was moving fast too, like it was crazy as hell. So you got this 13-year-old little kid with $1,300. I said, no, we need some more than this. You know what I'm saying? And then I've got flipped that and did what I had to do with that. Bought my first car. Didn't even know how to drive. I just put it in the car. I know I had drove one time because this thing had wanted to run me his ride. And I've never drove before. You know what I'm saying? And this is the winter time. I'm like, fuck it. We ain't doing nothing. So we get in the car from one moment. That gave me the bug. Like I want to ride. I want my own car now. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck this. And I got it all tricked out and everything. It was a hoopty. I mean, it was a runner, but wasn't nothing spectacular. It was a Monza. A lot of people don't even know about Monzas, but I had it. The sounds was banging. You know what I'm saying? I got everything tricked out. I mean, but it was a Monza. I ain't ashamed of it because how many 13-year-olds you know went out and bought their young car? Whether it was a Volkswagen Beetle or Sonata or a Benzo. You know what I'm saying? That don't happen all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to like glorify that lifestyle because in the end we all killing out. We killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Poisoning our own communities. So you know, and that's when I grew up and I finally realized that. That's what made me stop. Plus, with me having kids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me stop. 'Cause I thought about that shit. And I seen how it affected my family too, as well. You know what I'm saying? Ma Dukes included. Rest in peace. I love you, mom. Always. You know what I'm saying? But that's just it, man. You know, you know. I remember what time, and it was crazy. It was crazy because like I've never seen no stuff like that. I've never seen no stuff like that. And I'm a little kid. I'm 13 years old, thinking I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? Running around with two-shot derringers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But they had this one project in Cleveland, and it was like probably about 15, 20 blocks from where we had just moved to. So I used to go down there, and it was a big. I ain't gonna say no names or whatever, but it was like a big square project. In order to get to any of the apartments, you had to go into one of the hallways. They had a hallway on each side, and that'll bring you out to the courtyard, and then you can go to the apartments and shit. Man, I would go in there when I was 13. Man, I would go in there, and there would be a dude at the bottom of these steps with a Uzi, and there would be a dude at the top of the steps with probably about 10 kilos cooked up on a plate, and I would hand over my little $400, $500 or whatever. He'll be like, he'll yell up like 500. I go up there, they wouldn't even weigh it. They would just break me a big ass brick out. I'll take that thing right in the middle of the courtyard, bust that thing off, and then go cop from them again. And then I would go back to my hood. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Like I was 13, like moving like that. Like, and I used to be all up and through, just like I'm all up and through my city, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I go, everywhere that I touch down, I'll be good all up and through there because I'm a genuine person. You know what I'm saying? And I know the ins and outs because I was at it at a young age. You know, and then like I said, as far as that is concerned, that street stuff, I had some great teachers. Rest in peace, Uncle Bob. Some great teachers, man. And that's, I'm not saying that they sat me down and said, "You do this," you do, but I watched, I looked, I listened, and I learned. You know what I'm saying? Look, listen, and learn. I'm going copyright that. Look, listen, and learn. Yeah, look, listen, and learn. I might even make a song about with that. Look, listen, learn. Yeah, 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 yeah. But the weed got me kind of buzzing. Now I want to talk all day. So I'm gonna see. Let me see. Do I got any other stories I want to send through or sift through? I don't know. I mean, I got a whole bunch of them. A whole bunch of them. But I just don't know where I want to go. Do I want to go from the beginning? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all this other story. I was 13 too. Now, mind you, I'm 49.
You want chicken or pork chop?
Um, Probably pork chop. Pork chop.
One or two?
Just one.
One?
Yeah. Sorry about that. But let me get back to the story. I was 13, and like I told you, I had moved with my auntie. Rest in peace. Because my mom had moved to another neighborhood, and I didn't know that I knew anybody over there. You know what I'm saying? So I winds up finally moving back with my mom, and one of the guys from the block where I was hustling at was from that hood. I thought he was from down there. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't. He was from up there. And man, him got cold. And there was these four brothers. They was older guys, and they wanted to tax all us young kids out here hustling. I'm not giving you nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving you nothing. I don't owe you nothing. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? They was trying to tax us though. And I'm like, nah, hell nah. We don't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't taxing me. You might tax them little cats. You ain't taxing me. So they put this guy on me that I didn't know from up there because I wouldn't pay them any taxes. And this is why I started carrying a gun. This is what made me carry a gun. Um, they had put this guy on me that I didn't know, but like them guys was getting high. That's why they was trying to tax the young guy that was out here on the street, the young kids and stuff. So they put this other guy that they I guess was getting high with them. You know what I'm saying? On me, and I had this friend like I used to cut through these this like where houses were tore down at, cut through the little grass lot to the next street, and my boy's house was right there. I'm like they must have been watching me because when I come out my boy's house to cut through the lot to go back to my house, he was waiting for me. And he's like, "Yo, you got something?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I pulled my whole bag out. I think I had like a half on me. Pulled my whole bag out. He pulled a little 25 out. I said, "Oh shit, here you have guys." Yeah, this shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made me start caring. Well, actually, that's one of the things. That, like, dude tried to get me a couple times. Remember one time? This is all while I'm 13, man. I was young as hell. So I went into this store, but they had like when you walk in the first door, there's a hall that goes down, but it got all the video games in it. Then but if you go straight, there's another door where you goes into the store. So I go in the store, come back out, and I stop in to play Altered Beast, which was all the way down the end. Altered Beast, that used to be my game. Yo, I don't know if nobody know about that. That might speak something as to how old I am, but um, so I'm down there playing the game, and I look over. He at the front door waiting on me. This nigga held the door open for me and everything. I said, "Damn!" I said, "I'm not gonna just stand in here all day. I'm getting the fuck on gone." So as soon as I hit the door, he opened the door for me. As soon as I hit the door, I takes off. He's chasing me, chasing me, chasing me, chasing me, chasing me, chasing me, chasing me. I'm getting tired now. I'm trying to make it to my crib, but he's chasing me like a motherfucker. I'm like, damn. So I wound up running in this bar, and I hops over the bar. So I'm on the other side where the bartender be at. He comes in. He's like, he owed me some money. They was like, oh, the bar people. They was like, oh man, you gotta go. So he did the same. He made the same mistake. That nigga held the door up before me and everything. I was like, yo. This time I made it home. And that's what made me, you know, I had to protect myself. I think I'm gonna rename this story time with JG. I might have to do that. Yeah, yeah. Them was just a couple of the Cleveland stories, man. I got stories from Atlanta. I was in Atlanta for 6 years. I lived in Philly, Washington, PA, all over the place, man. Cleveland, Ohio, all over the place, man. I got stories, man, because I created like them stories in all them different cities. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a story. And I'm not saying when I say create, I'm just saying like you, them was experiences. what I'm speaking on, you know. But I got experiences here, here, and here. You know what I'm saying? So they're all pretty much like the same, but not the same. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that goes on in your city goes on everywhere else. It just might go on a different way. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people like to, I don't know, man. A lot of places I've been, man, they thought Pittsburgh was country. They thought we was country. They said we talk like white New Yorkers in Ohio. But them motherfuckers talk like finna go to the stout. Dude, it's an Oranite store, man. It's Oranite. And I ain't finna go nowhere. I'm getting ready to go. You know what I'm saying? That shit is just crazy. It's crazy how the dialogues are different from different places and stuff like that. It's crazy. I used to when I was in Atlanta, man, I used to have whole full blown conversations with dudes from down there, and I ain't understand nothing these dudes was talking about. They'd be like, "Smoking a goddamn weed. What did you just say to me?" You know what I'm saying? Like, smoking a goddamn weed. Huh? That's crazy as hell to me. But I mean, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Just the experience. Like when I grew up, left all them childish things behind me, I started experiencing life outside of my hood. You know what I'm saying? Life outside of my city. And it's a beautiful thing, man, to experience different things. And like it's odd, but like when you go somewhere, if you go like you can go to McDonald's in Pittsburgh and they got a set menu. You know what I'm saying? But you might go to McDonald's in Ohio and they got pizza. You know what I'm saying? They've been drinking that sweet tea that they got at McDonald's down south before I even heard of it. You know what I'm saying? And then it migrated down here because that's what they do. They sit on their porch and they drink sweet tea. But like take Papa's. I want some spicy chicken. I'm in Pittsburgh, so I go to Papa's get some spicy chicken. But if had I been in Atlanta and went to Papa's, the chicken would have been a little more spicier. It'd have been little more hotter. But if you go down to Louisiana, where Papa's come from, it's going to be a whole lot more hotter than the not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like different places. It's like they cater to like if people eat 999 pounds of pizza, don't you want to put that in your restaurant? Don't you want to sell at least 900 pounds of the motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but they like genuinely or generally, you know what I'm saying, cater to what's what they eat in what particular area. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been fun. We're gonna rename this. We're gonna rename this to Story Time with JG. All right, peoples. I got to go. Peace. Everybody, hey, love, peace, and hair grease, man. Everybody be straight, man. Keep your heads up. You know what I'm saying? And stay all the way out their way. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Stay all the way out their way. You know what I'm saying? And the only person that can stop you from doing whatever it is that you want to do is you. So do it. Till next time, man, I'll holla at y'all. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. All right, I'm trying to, all right, there we go.